Ladies and gentlemen, we are here as the government of Kenya to brief you on today's and yesterday's retreat. And as the government spokesman, I'm going to read the press statement from the National Executive. The National Executive, comprising the Cabinet, Principal Secretaries, and other senior government officials, has held a two-day retreat at the College of Insurance, Nairobi, to review the progress made in the implementation of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda since the inaugural retreat in Nairobi early this year. We have had a candid, open, and robust conversation on the country's current state of affairs and appreciated the difficult times that the people of Kenya are going through. We thus assure the country that the measures that we are undertaking have stabilized the economy and are bearing fruits. The government is firmly focused on delivering results to Kenyans and steering our country to greater heights so that our tomorrow is better than today. As a caring and listening administration and government, we have received valuable feedback, appreciated existing gaps, and available opportunities that will strengthen the implementation of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, commonly referred to as BETA. The retreat noted the synergy derived from the whole of government approach, WOGA, the model of delivery of services that enhances collaboration and cooperation, efficiency, and effectiveness for timely delivery of projects and programs to the benefit of Kenyans. The retreat reviewed the objectives of the National Executive set for itself in Nanyuki and noted that progress has been made in various fronts as demonstrated by the following examples. A, the successful rollout of the Hustler Fund to the tune of 21.5 million Kenyans, disbursing more than 35 billion shillings with 1.9 billion savings and over 2 million people enrolled in our banking system such as M-Pesa. B, the reduction of fertilizer costs from Kenya shillings 6,500 to Kenya shillings 2,500 has led to bumper harvests and increased land under cultivation by over 200,000 acres and more. This has further reduced food prices and therefore enhanced food security to the benefit of Kenyans. C, the recruitment of 56,000 teachers, which is the single largest number of not only teachers but persons hired by government within a single year. This has directly strengthened teaching and learning in public schools to the benefit of millions of our children. D, in higher education, a new financing model for universities and technical training colleges has been introduced. The new model provides for affirmative action for children from vulnerable families. At the university level, ladies and gentlemen, students have been categorized into 5 bands according to their level of need. Students in band 1 will get 70% of government scholarship, 25% of loans from the Higher Education Loans Board, commonly known as HELB, and the family will contribute only 5% of the cost of the
chosen course. In Band 2, students will get a government scholarship of 60% of the cost of all of the course, and 30% help, and 10% will be contributed by family. In Band 3, the government scholarship is at 50%, help at 30%, and the household will pay 20% respectively. Ladies and gentlemen, the sixth achievement of our administration, the fifth, in Band 4, I beg your pardon, students will get a 40% government scholarship, 30% financing from HELP, and their families 30%. Now this one is the last band, and the government is set to give 30% help, and HELP will meet the cost of another 30%, while families of the students will pay 40% of the cost of the course. This means that everybody, from a hustler to whoever else that may be more endowed, will all get government scholarship at different levels. The sixth achievement of this administration that has been noted and acknowledged from this appraisal, from this pit stop, is that for TVET colleges, students have also have been categorized into 5 bands, and in Band 1, students will get a 70% scholarship of the cost of the course, 22.5% from the Higher Education Loans Board, and 7% from their families. In Band 2, students will get 60% scholarship, 28% loan, and 12% for fees by families. In Band 3, financing has been set at 50% from government, 32% as loan, and 18% from families. In Band 4, we have 40% from government, 38% as HELP loan, and 22% from family. And in Band 5, it's 30%, 43%, and 27% respectively. The rollout of the affordable housing program has led to the creation of 50,000 direct jobs for Kenyans. A similar number of indirect jobs has also been created. This will thus go a long way, ladies and gentlemen, to provide decent and dignified housing for many Kenyans, especially in urban areas, expand enterprise, and spur manufacturing. As you may be aware, it is a target of this administration to raise the ratio of manufacturing from the current 7% to GDP to about 20%. The other key achievement of this administration is that it has been able to expand and empower over 100,000 community health promoters in all the 47 counties to monitor and provide basic health services to households, and therefore deter people from going to hospitals, thus reducing the cost of healthcare, because prevention is better than cure. This administration has also fully paid all the arrears of vulnerable groups, that is, older persons, our senior citizens, persons with severe disabilities, and orphans and vulnerable children in society that had occasionally accumulated for many months. Consequently, these remittances are now being paid promptly each month and every month, just like pension is supposed to be done so. The other key achievement is the successful digitization of 13,645 government e-citizen services, which has helped Kenyans across public service to get these services from the comfort of their homes, their places of work, or in their mobile phone in the middle of their hustles. This has also cut down corruption and wastage, as well as enhanced government revenue greatly. This administration has also disbursed all allocations that were outstanding to county governments before we came to office for the last 7 years, and has consequently released all funds whenever they fall due, something that is highly commendable to ensure the functioning of devolution. In the past 1 year or so, Kenya has raised its diplomatic role and profile to become the leading voice to the global south on climate change adaptation, conflict management, and the reform of the international financial architecture. With these achievements, and many more that are remarkable by themselves, much more, we reckon, remains to be done, and many miles remain to be traveled. This retreat, therefore, has helped the national executive to consolidate the gains of the past year and chart the pathways for the next year and beyond. I thank you. So thank you very much. Is there any question? Mwanaisha, you can help me.
Hello. My name is Michelle Ngele-Odhiambo from K 2014. My questions revolve on the education sector. You mentioned that 56,000 teachers have been employed, especially for JSS, but the fourth estate speaks to all...
Sorry, can we have the mic more audible? And can I have my notebook, please?
1 2 1 2.
Please proceed.
Great. My name is Michelle Ngele-Odhiambo from K24 TV. My question revolves on the education sector. You mentioned that 56,000 teachers...
We still can't hear you properly.
You mentioned that 56,000 teachers have been employed in the education sector. But in our engagements with media stakeholders, especially parents and students, many of them say that most of these 56,000 teachers are interns. So my question is, what was the criteria in the appointment of these 56,000 teachers, and will they deliver on the quality of education that the CBC system entails to deliver? My second question is on the issue of health. Maternity has in the last 2 weeks been reporting on disappointments or the views of students in universities and colleges, many who say that funds from HELP have not been delivered. So what you are saying today, is this money that has already been delivered? And if not, when will these funds be delivered to students who are already planning street demonstrations because HELP funds have not been delivered?
Okay, thank you very much. I will try to answer the question of 56,000, and any minister here can actually respond. But on the issue of higher education laws board, I have the PS, Dr. Beatrice in Yangala, you come on board. But honestly, Michelle Ngele, my friend, this is the single most opportunity that even those interns are getting to work for government. And that's very, very commendable, because we needed to meet the deficit. And if you look at even the public service internship program, it is very beneficial to our youth. So it's highly commendable. And remember, we are trying to meet the shortfall of the CBC by making sure that the junior secondary school takeoff is successful. Madam Beatrice.
Thank you very much. I'd like to assure the public that HELP loans were released and all the students have received the money for upkeep, either through their accounts or through the M-Pesa. I also want to assure the public that universities have been paid the tuition component of their HELP. And the CS for Treasury is here to also just confirm that he disbursed the money. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think with those many remarks, I want to really thank you and to ask you to continue supporting this government. This government is useful, is very important, and is very committed, and is a listening and caring government for the sake of us all. Thank you very much.